I guess people are just leaving magazines. Oh, there's a little Bun Bun right there. Oh, he's got stuck. Oh, Mr. Bun Bun, if I could hunt you down right now, I totally would. He was trying to get into his hole and he got stuck in the van. Or the station wagon, I guess. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Impact Winter. I'm your host, the Birdman known as Falcon. So this game right here, on paper, you would imagine it's a game that I would love. And I'm not saying otherwise here at the moment because I really haven't played it just yet to really pass judgment on it, but let me talk to you a little bit about the game before we get underway because it's very important that we do. On paper, this is a survival game, which you guys know that I love. It's also a post-catastrophic event. It's not like a post-apocalyptic game. It's after an asteroid or a comet, I believe, one or the other, hits this part of the world that you're at, and it causes this really drastic change in the ecosystem. As you can see right now, this is all about snow, frozen apocalypse, awesome stuff that I also enjoy. When this first came out for PC, it was critically panned. Long loading times, bad optimization, bugs, keyboard and mouse controls were missing, it was only gamepad supported. This game got hit really hard, to the point that as a consumer I was kind of like, oh well, you know what, I think I'll just wait. And I've waited a long enough time and they've actually have released a lot of updates since the initial release, so I figured this would be the perfect time for us to take this out for a spin and see what you guys think, and at the same time see what I think about it too. So I'm thinking we'll probably do a video or two to really cover this, and if you guys enjoyed this, would like to see more of it on the channel, you let me know in the comments, you let me know by leaving a thumbs up, and at the same time, if I enjoy it too, we'll continue it. What we'll do here during the loading time, I'll give you the background though. Essentially, what's going to be happening here is you play the role of Jacob. You will be the one going out, searching for items and different locations and stuff like that. The team members in your squad will stay home. You gotta ration their food, their hunger, their morale. You gotta do quests for them in order to learn more about them. And they also teach you different things. Each individual has a thing that they focus on, so one of them will give you upgrades to your nanobot, the other one will give you more abilities for survival, more cooking recipes, etc, etc. So the more of these quests you do for all of these people, the happier you'll keep them, and the more stuff you learn, and they can also get into fights with each other, so it's like a really cool little survival game, at least on paper. Your adventure begins. Working as a team is an important part of the Impact Winter experience. However, each member also has their own solitary path to explore. Determine the skills and rewards you'll receive. Explore each path as you choose to find the best survival strategy. Okay. This right here is our character, Jacob. He's the one who's going to be going out and doing most of the things over here. So let's go ahead and just introduce ourselves to everybody. Here we have Wendy. Hello, Jacob. Have you come to help? Right now, we'll talk to everybody because all of this will give us the first steps to everybody's quest, and we could choose which one we want to do and which one we might want to skip or stuff like that. So, hello, Jacob. Have you come to help? My list of recipes could do with expanding, but honestly my mind's not what it used to be, so I could do with finding my old recipe book and getting some practice. Here's the key to my house. Take it with you and travel east to my old home on Maple Street. Once inside, you'll be able to use the key to unlock any room. If you can find my recipe book and bring it back, I should be able to expand my cookery list. Then the more recipes I cook, the more will become available. So this is going to be her quest, her story, and also this will give us more stuff for us to be able to cook for everybody in the base. Alright, so that's one of them right here. Let's come up above and talk to Maggie. Hey Jacob, how'd you like the idea of helping me upgrade this place? I'm thinking if you're going to be traveling around the void, it makes sense to keep the church and work in order while you're away, right? The more we can upgrade this place, the less you'll have to worry about being safe and warm, or us being safe and warm while you're gone. A good place to start is that fire. I say we find a way to keep it running longer. I think we're gonna need some kind of furnace. I've got plans and the parts we'll need, yada yada yada. So she's telling me to go somewhere to look for a couple of items for her to make a furnace. So that's her quest line over here. Now, her focus will be all around the base, so she's really one of the best ones, I think, on paper, at least in my mind, that makes sense to really kind of follow her path, because she will increase all the stuff in our base. It'll keep us safe from raids as well, like give us like more fortifications to our defenses, so I think she might be a really good one for that. Blaine is all about survival skills, so this will be mostly for just me surviving out there alone. Hey kid, how'd you like to learn some new survival skills? Truth is, I'm too old to be out there adventuring. So he's going to also tell us to go somewhere to look for a couple of items. He'll teach us how to hunt, first and foremost. So I believe for him what we have to do is go out and try to find ways to make a trap. Not that kind of trap, mind you. Because if you can make your own trap, that'd be... never mind. Okay, so... Kristoff, this guy is the Brainiac. He will basically upgrade your robot to get better sensors, better drilling abilities, etc, etc. So Kristoff is also a really good one if you want to focus on your robot helping you out in the wasteland, which could be very useful. So he'll tell us about he hit a package somewhere. For some reason, this guy's a real jerk. Apparently, he hit some upgrades that he needs to increase the robot, but he won't tell you exactly where. Like, he's just kind of like, oh, I'll give you an idea where it's at, but I won't tell you exactly where, teehee. So it's kind of like, what's your problem, huh? Now here's going to be our food supply for everybody. Well, actually, this is all of our items in the base, food, burnables, and crafting materials and stuff like that. And here's our storage so we can move whatever we want to take out with us and stuff like that, right? Over here will be how we ration food for the people, because we have to worry about their rationing as well. Are you not going to let me do this right now, or what? What's the deal here? Is it because Kristoff's around? That's kind of weird. There we go, rations, okay. So here you ration the food to your people, so you have to worry about their energy. Their energy will drop if they're crafting things for you, like recipes, upgrades to the base. How cold it is, because we have to keep that fire running. If they're hungry, you have to give them some of the storage food and also their morale and stuff like that. So whenever you see that anything's low, you want to come over here and ration proper items to keep them safe and happy, right? It's not something we have to worry about right now, but something we definitely want to keep our eyes on. The fire is burning just well, so I think it's time for us to hit the road and make a mission, or do a mission here. The Acolyte menu, right? I'm going to skip through all this because it's nothing really too important, and I'll cover it as we go in the game here. So here's a team menu. From over here, you can assign them to craft things from afar, but we'll cover that later. Let's go over to Jacob, and we're looking for events, right? So again, we got 30 days until we're rescued, and the more stuff we do, the less time it'll take. We're gonna go into events, and the first one I think I want to do is going to be firing the furnace. I like the idea of the fire running for longer than 24 hours, because if we have to go out and we have to sleep overnight outside, at least we don't have to worry about them freezing to death over here, because apparently you're the only person able to stoke this fire. How does that work? I don't know. Hey guys, it's getting really cold out here. You guys want to stoke that fire? I don't know. Jacob isn't here. We're not really sure if we can stoke that fire without Jacob now, can we? It's like, oh yeah, you're right. But we're freezing though. Oh, it's okay. I mean, you could deal with a little bit of frostbite. Jacob is the one that has to put that particular piece of wood into the fire to keep us warm. Yep, you know what, Maggie? You're damn right. Of course, I'm just poking fun at video game logic here, but you know, it is what it is. Alrighty, so now we're going outside. Time of day will be very important as well. I believe there's wolves attacks, there's all sorts of wildlife that could attack us. I don't think there's actual people that will attack us, at least I don't think there is. But there are going to be bandits who sneak into your base and try to steal, which is the reason why we do need a couple of upgrades. So we also have to worry about our light with the nanobot over here right now because it's daytime, I guess. We'll go ahead and turn that light off to conserve some battery. This over here tells us about the sensor. If I feel there might be an item around here, I could have them do a sensor, which I'll show off right now. This will drop the battery a bit, but if there's anything hidden in the snow, he could then drill it out for us, assuming it's not too far down below. Over here we have a couple of cars which you could definitely check out items for. The reason why I'm walking by these and not checking them out is because I'm going directly to our quest, because I know in that quest area, because I did the tutorial, there's going to be a couple of items that... Actually, there's going to be quite a few items that we'll be bringing back, so... If I bring these items from the van right now, I'll just end up leaving them here, so I'd rather keep them closer to the base than really far away. So again, we'll do some looting afterwards. Right now, I think the important thing is going to be this quest to increase the... I guess the longevity of our heat back home. So this is kind of like your overworld map. You'll be doing a bunch of traveling over here. What's really cool is once you go inside of locations, because these are very well detailed. You'll have some really cool light effects. You'll see right now what I mean. It's very, very cool. So, I mean, everything about the game, what I've played thus far, I've enjoyed. So it's really terrible to see that this game kinda didn't really probably do so well because of how badly it was panned initially. And, you know, obviously, there's nobody to blame but themselves, assuming it was the publisher that was pressured them to release the game earlier than it really had to be. Because had they waited and fixed all those issues, I think this could have been a really, really cool survival game that a lot more people would probably be aware of. So here is the inside of this area, and we're in an underground park. Well, this is a park that was just basically snowed in from the apocalypse, from catastrophic natural events and stuff. So, we can now loot. We have some rotten food, and we have a motor large. I want to say you should at some point be able to build yourself a snowmobile. But again, don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. But based on the items I've seen thus far, it leads me to believe you probably can. So there's some more items over here. Now, the thing is, at the moment, we are looking in particular for small boats, large pipe, large can, and the breeze block. So once we find that, we'll go ahead and loot all the extra cool stuff. Luckily for us, everything that we need is going to be marked with a little marker. So that's one of the items we need, so I know to bring that along. And then on the way back out, if we want to grab anything over here, we definitely can. So we got one of our items over here needed to make this furnace. Now, one of the things I'm looking for here, this happened to me in the tutorial, I'm not sure if it's going to happen again, but if I could find myself a bow... Well, oh my god, a rifle too? Oh my god, game, you're treating me really good. Okay, well, I'm going to take this bow here. Excuse me. Move your ass. No. Okay, wow, that's... Is there a particular reason why you... Not in the upper corner? Okay, I just want to go up there, apparently. Just go up here. What's your problem? You did it a while ago. Okay, look. Is my mouse too sensitive for you or what? Okay, whatever. It doesn't want to move to that corner, so I guess I gotta follow its rules. I don't make the rules here, they do. Now, we might have to drop one of those because the items that we're looking for might be bigger. We have a fishing rod, we have some rope, plank, okay. There's a lot of items in this game too, and the problem is I don't know what the majority of them do or which one's important or not, so I might be leaving some stuff behind that might be really important. Here we found some cooked meat, oddly enough, so you know what, let's go ahead and eat that straight up to increase our status over here. So we have a hunger, thirst meter, freezing meter, all that stuff too. Can we check out this mailbox? We definitely can. Let's see, what were you subscribed to before the comet or asteroid hit this world and you were buried under snow? By the way, you live very close to a park, it does seem. Must be nice. I like to live close to a park, you know, just to go out there and take walks every single day. I actually have a park that's not near, it's actually not too far from where I live, but it's not the best neighborhood out there, so that park kind of scares me a bit, so it's kind of like, you know what, I think I'm not going to walk there, but maybe someday. Alright, here we have the large pipe, and we also have the breeze block. That's a huge item. Okay, so we might have to make a bit of a sacrifice here. One of you guys gotta go. What do you think's more common to find, bullets or arrows? I mean, I imagine you can make arrows a lot easier, right? But can I really leave a rifle behind? I would say probably not, so... Here's what I'm gonna do. Am I thirsty first and foremost? Oh, that's empty. This one's filled up, right? No? Everything's empty over here? Empty? Empty, you're all empty. I guess I was gonna drink a couple of you. So, let's move you inside. And man, we need screws still, we need this breeze block. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we have to get rid of this bow. So let me discard you. I need to make room for the bow, because I don't necessarily want to discard the bow. The bottle caps, if I'm right... Don't eat that rotten food. The bottle caps, if I'm right, you could use them for trading with some nomads in the game. So, over here. I'm going to leave this behind, and we have to come back eventually to pick it up, we will, because that's, you know, a weapon that I'm not sure if I'm going to run into it again, so I'm not going to throw it away. You guys remind me, Falcon, you left the bow in the trash can, okay? So when I ask, like, when I'm getting chased by wolves and I'm thinking to myself, man, if I only had a weapon, you guys could be like, Falcon, remember that time you left the bow in the trash can? I'd be like, oh yeah, right. Well, I got myself to blame now, don't I? So for this over here will be a shortcut, but I believe you need, like, an explosive or C4. So I guess at some point we'll make some explosives too, which is pretty cool. Oh, and I think I could turn the light on with this guy here too. Yeah. Really cool light effects in the game, I will admit. That's a body? Oh, that's a body, alright. Oof. Cereal bar. Let's go ahead and eat that. This guy had some jerky on him too. Oh, that's a damn shame. Jerky makes you thirsty? It actually kind of really does. Especially if you got the really salted variety. You see that bunny right there? We could hunt him down if we had some bullets, but we don't. Oh, speaking of which, we should probably also... Okay. Yeah, I thought you already taught me about the inventory menu. We should probably go ahead and equip the rifle, even though we got no bullets for it. So... Oh, you see that bunny bun right there? Unfortunately for him, we got no bullets, so I don't think we have any bullets, right? No. No bullets. But someday, Mr. Bunny Bun, believe me, you'll get what's coming to you. Oh, here's the last item we need. Perfect. Okay, so I believe we have everything, so now, whatever we bring back is going to be extra. Now, we don't got too much carrying potential, but I think maybe some food would be very good. Not rotten food, though. Anything for me to drink on the fly. The books would be good for morale and stuff like that, so I don't know, maybe for now we'll take one book? Sure. Alright, Mr. Bunny Bun, believe me, when I'm back for that bow, me and you're gonna have a couple of words. You know, I'd be so happy just hopping around like you're, I guess like an albino Bugs Bunny. That's what I'm gonna call him. He's an albino Bugs Bunny is what he is. Alright, we got bottle caps, cotton rag. We got only 3 spots, huh? Well, let's try to make that really useful. Like, if we find some screws, stuff that we could probably use for crafting down the line, I guess I'll have to bring those. But otherwise, right now, not too good. I guess people are just leaving magazines. Oh, there's a little Bun Bun right there. Oh, he's got stuck. Oh, Mr. Bun Bun, if I could hunt you down right now, I totally would. He was trying to get into his hole and he got stuck in the van. Or the station wagon, I guess. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. I don't know. Oh God. Please get me out of here. Please get me out of here. He was chasing me down too. I have never run into a wolf this... Well, I mean, I played maybe 20 minutes in the tutorial. So how much do I know about the game? Not much, but... Is it really common to run into a wolf this early? Because, good God, I got no way to defend myself. Now, you could actually sneak around, but I just wasn't expecting to see a wolf there. Especially because I walked by there beforehand and there was nothing there. That's what I get for making fun of the bunnies, I guess. Oh my God, that was terrifying. I need to check my health here pretty soon. I need to run back home. Oh, it's getting pretty dark. Okay. Now, this might also be when the wolves come out. And I'm already pretty terrified after what just happened right here. How's my health looking like? Jacob, how you doing, buddy? Okay, it's not too bad. We were able to shake him off before he really did a number on me, but oh good God, that was terrifying. Well, we got a couple of items slots over here, so before we go back on home, let's see if we could find something over here. No, nothing right there, okay. You can also go into locations, but you need to have that enter symbol, which that one does not have. I want to see that van that we skipped earlier. Oh, a first aid kit. Oh, this might be very useful for me. Hey, antibiotics. Well, I guess we don't need that, but can we bandage up? Do I need to bandage up? Not particularly, it doesn't seem. No, I don't think I'm bleeding, so I don't really need that. Painkillers. Are you in pain, buddy? No, I'm just making sure. Okay, but you know what I'll do? I'm going to still take these with me. Oh wow, a defibrillator. I guess one of us could have a heart attack and we might need that. Quick move, and quick move. I'm definitely taking those medicines with us because now that we have wolves out here, things could get pretty scary. Alright. So overall, we got the items we're looking for, which is great. That'll give us the expanded furnace back home. I believe after this, we might want to perhaps take Kristoff's mission to see if we could upgrade our robot to be more efficient with scanning and drilling as well. Maybe that one. I don't know. I'm going to do one more video on this to kind of really give us a good look at the game. And if you guys want to see more, as I mentioned, let me know in the comments. Let me know by leaving a thumbs up. And if you also are familiar with this game and want to leave me some tips, that would be very useful because, as I mentioned, I don't know anything about this. Everything you hear me talk is either what I learned from the tutorial or just theories based on what makes sense to me. So I don't know what important items I should be picking up. What should I not leave behind? Whose quest should I follow? Who should I ignore? You know. Not that I'm saying there's only one way to play a game, but I'd like to play it somewhat efficient is what I'm trying to get at here. So, since I don't know much about it, I'm not really sure how to be efficient. Now, you can die, and I don't think it's game over if you die, because I've seen like this, it's gonna be rescue points if I'm right. I've seen somewhere in the menu where it says like, you know, Jacob deaths, and I don't think it's game over, but I'm not sure what happens if you die. And I'd like to not find out as well. Let me go ahead and stoke this fire with a couple... let's do a plank. One plank will do it. Okay. Hey, girly, what's your name again, Maggie? I got your items here. You got a dilemma, too. There's a bunch of old furniture down in the church basement. It'll take some energy to break it all down, but it could give us extra fuel for the fire. Want me to take it apart? So, if I say yes to this, it'll drop her energy quite a bit. Hunger and thirst and morale, but we'll also probably get a lot of items for the fire. So you know what? Maggie, absolutely do it. So we got chair legs, planks, tables, very cool, that'll help us out with the fire. Now, Maggie, I got the items you needed, so go ahead and craft us this furnace. And for the roll, these you unlock as you progress with the game, and it'll give you like a buff and a debuff at the same time, and you can choose which one really kind of fits your need at that moment, but I'm not really too familiar with them right now. We don't have none of them unlocked really, so I'll just ignore it. So now that I gave her that crafting task, she's gonna go off and craft a small furnace for us, and when that's done, we can continue with her quest line. So now that that's over with, let's come on down over here and leave stuff in storage. We got a happiness bonus because Kristoff's morale has been 75 for a long period of time. And let's see, let's go ahead over here and toss everything into the shelter. And even the food. I'll probably get some food here pretty soon. I'll leave the rifle behind because we got no bullets for it anyway, so until I get some ammunition, it's kind of like just taking up space. The campsite, I could go ahead and use this on the fly outside, so I think it's very important. We can set up different, I guess, bases all over the map too, which is pretty cool, so I definitely will hold on to that. There's also a way for me to leave markers. If your robot goes completely out of power, you don't know how to get back home, so your GPS is dead, and that's where you need to have a couple of markers as well, but I guess I'll deal with that when it happens. Now, rationing. Let's see who here is hungry, who is not. Yeah, food. Let's see. Well, I'm looking for space here, huh? So, you're fine, you're fine. Maggie's going to be a bit low because I gave her that dilemma we had. So, let's give her... This will be 10 food. 15 food. I'll go ahead and give her some canned pasta. Don't really do much for energy, but she could rest that off at some point. And let's go for some drink over here, and I guess we'll give her a small bottle of water. Okay, everybody else seems to be fairly good for now, so that's fine. Oh, what about us? Do we want to eat anything? Very good question. Let's see. I think I'm good. We should be able to find some food in the fly for us outside. So we're fine. As you can see, right now, it's going to take us an hour for us to finish that furnace off. And we might have another dilemma here, too. Oh, you have another dilemma? Oh, you're tired. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and sleep. You're actually very tired, so you can finish that furnace later. It's not really a big deal right now. I'll probably go off and do somebody else's mission anyway. Now, speaking of which, how are we doing? Can I use some rest? I'm at 88, so I don't think I need any sleep right now. But technically speaking, it's not really too safe to be out there at night because of the wolves. You have a dilemma too. Jacob, looks like whoever was in the church before us had some food supplies. I found some old jars that could contain some ingredients. Lots to look through, and it'll be a boring job. Oh, it's gonna be a boring job to get us food to survive? Mag, or Wendy, go through it, please, okay? There you go. Oh, it'll be a boring job, yeah. Eating when you're dying of hunger is boring, huh? Yeah, I'd like to see that happen. So I'm gonna sleep right now, get a save going. I'm gonna wrap it up here for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna do maybe one more, and then if you guys enjoyed this, would like to see more of it on the channel, you know what to do. And if you got some tips for me as well, that'd also be very, very grateful. I will catch you next time.